Welcome back to the next episode of our van build series, and while we wait for the rest of our battery components to kind of do the next steps for our electrical install, we're going to be working on a variety of other tasks. The goal for this video is going to be installing our swivel seat, installing our diesel heater, and to do our framing for our shower. We'll see what gets done or what comes up in the middle of those projects. Now this may seem like a very random set of things to do in one video, but there is some logic to it, okay? So the first thing is that both the diesel heater and the swivel seat both are in the same area of the van, underneath the passenger seat. But since we just purchased a diesel heater and it has a 2-week return policy, we want to really make sure that it's the right one. And if it's not, we have time to return it. And then the shower is just the next thing that we're doing on the inside of the build. And that is everything for our Espar S3 D2L. Now let's read the instructions and figure out how to install this. We have the supervisor out on the job today. Ollie, are you laying on the job? Yeah, we can do the hard stuff. You just enjoy the sunlight. What do you think? It's actually lighter than you probably thought, right?
I mean, it's not light, but it's lighter, yes.
All right, now that the seat is out, we need to remove our auxiliary battery. So this actually came with the van. It's Mercedes branded and everything, but we want to mount the heater there, and we don't need an extra battery. We just installed 810 amp hours of lithium. So we're gonna remove it. Hopefully we can sell it. I don't know if anyone wants to buy it. We'll throw it up on eBay. So if you're watching this and you want it, leave a comment below. But let's figure out how to do that. I think I need to remove the entire floor mat of the cab. Well, this van project is almost turning into a boat project where it just keeps getting more and more difficult and involved than I thought originally. And so you can see we have our driver's seat off right now. That's because this positive line to our auxiliary battery is routed underneath everything. And so I was going to try to basically take out the wire, but the way that it's connected, I kind of have to take apart the entire kind of electrical box here to get to it. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm just going to unhook both sides and tape it off with some electrical tape so it doesn't accidentally bridge any connections, and call that a day. And so now we're ready to basically tidy up this area and mount the diesel heater. Alright, the holes are there. So as I feared, it doesn't fit exactly right. I'm not sure exactly what doesn't line up, so I'm gonna have Jen kind of put it above the hole, and then I'm gonna see where I need to like trim off a little bit. Kind of looks like those are good. I just need to take off, it looks like, the inside of these two edges. So I realized why I kind of cut one hole too small. So basically in this template, which is what I started with, these holes are the same size, but the actual device, one of the holes is bigger. When I matched up my hole saw, I was matching it to the smaller one because I thought they were the same, but they're not. So I just need to make the bigger one bigger. And so I'm just gonna grind that out and spend some time on that. But once I get that, I think it should all fit fine because it matches the template really well. Just gotta slightly get around the edges a little bit more. All right, we have a nice snug fit now. Took a couple more passes than I thought it would, but she's in there, it looks great. We decided to orient it this way, so that way we could route around the wire or the output hose and kind of put it right here. Let's see the bottom. Check it out. Looks great to me. Everything's nice and flush with the bottom. So next up, I need to clean up these edges and apply some Rust-Oleum. And I'm gonna do that while we eat breakfast. fit check. Just kidding. Diesel heater fit check. Boom, it looks really good in there. I'm kind of planning out the wires right now, so it's kind of nice, the kit that we bought from Heatso. We have a link in the description, but it comes with everything that you need. These are kind of the wires coming to the back of the van, so the harness is actually super long, which makes my life really easy. So I'm gonna kind of route these wires all the way, I think, through here, and then up to our control panel station, which is where we're gonna be mounting this board, kind of right up here. And then this one over here is the power cable, which is pretty long. No extender like the other one, but I could extend these wires if I wanted to. But honestly, I'll probably just run a wire to wherever these end up in the wall.
We have this box here to protect the metal shavings from going everywhere.
We have Tropical Storm Helene coming tonight, tomorrow, soon. So I'm trying to finish this project up so we can do the shower framing as the last part of all of this before the storm hits. That'd be nice. But it's drizzling right now. I swear this deburring tool is like the best tool. I mean, it was pretty cheap on Amazon and it just does the job super well for these like circular things that I'm drilling through. It just like gets all the burrs off. It's perfect. There's a link to it in the description. All right, moments of truth. Will it fit? It fits. Yay! Nice. Very, very, very nice. All right, next up, I'm gonna wire the power wires just for a test, and then I'm going to tidy everything up, make it nice and tidy. Thanks for the kisses, Ollie. All right, I think I have everything connected. I got the power lines right here, got them fused, got the right gauge and everything like that. All I need to do is plug in this control panel, and then we'll see if it turns on. Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay, back to the drawing board.
That was anticlimactic.
All right, I have power. I forgot to connect the power cord, so I didn't realize there was this small red also needed to be connected. But I have a 3-way waggle nut, so it was really easy to make the change. Now let's go get Jen. I'm sweating. You can tell there's like sweat all over the ground. So
yeah.
Let's go turn on the heater. Hopefully.
I felt a little fan. Yeah, I feel air coming out.
Very quiet. Is it even working? Is it warm?
It's not warm yet, but imagine that'll take a minute or two.
There's the fuel pump going off. Means it's doing something.
Yay!
There it is. Now I hear it.
Proud of you.
Thanks. What do you feel?
It's hot air. It means it works.
Yeah.
Nice. Good job.
It sounds like our van is about to like lift off right now.
I think it was just sucking the air out of the fuel line, and that just was taking a little bit of time. But yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, that's a successful project. That is so warm right now. That's like,
yeah.
Oh my god, it's gonna
It is set for 91 degrees, so we're not gonna run it very long because it's probably like it's 80 degrees outside, so it's hot. So we don't need this, but good to check that it works.
Yay!
Good job.
Thank you. That was a successful project. Now I have a lot of tidying up to do. I'm gonna try to do that kind of, you know, in this rainy weather. Tidy up. I'll show you guys the finished product and how it all looks. Pretty much no hiccups. Knock on wood. That's pretty nice. Actually, there is a hiccup. I'll show you the bottom of the van, everything that I did, but I will have to move the exhaust because that's where our water tank's going and I forgot about that. So just a couple screw holes that I'll have to undo and put them somewhere else. But that's a job. I'm gonna turn off the heater and then I'm going to start working on the swivel seats because right now our van is not drivable. So I'd like to get the seats back in, hook up the regular battery and then move on. All right, moving inside because it's nighttime. Just feels like there's not enough time in the day to see how much of this project I can get done tonight. with that, it has been just about 12 hours today. It's 8 p.m., but the swivel seat is basically connected. Everything that I can do outside the van is done. Next up, clean up and then kind of put everything back to where it was, install the 2 seats again. All right, the hurricane has passed. We have nice, clear blue skies. Let me show you underneath the van all the hard work that went on to install our diesel heater. And it was actually very simple, and I thought it was gonna be much harder, but let me give you the rundown. Working on this project is one of the moments that I was really appreciative of our van and how it's lifted. So over here we have the fuel pump. So this is what pulls the fuel from the diesel fuel tank and sends it up to the heater. And this is the bottom of the heater. So we have our exhaust, our intake. So diesel just needs fuel and air to combust. And so we have those 2 things, fuel and air. And then the exhaust has a little muffler over here. Now this is what I'm gonna have to probably change later because we have a tank coming in right here. And I mounted this here, so I'm gonna have to move it. No big deal. I was able to mount the fuel line kind of through this beam, so it's really protected from everything that's under here. It kind of comes out really nicely right here. So look at that, super clean. And this is the auxiliary fuel line that came with the van, so it's pretty cool. So I checked, we have no fuel leaks. I'll probably check these after we drive the van a few times, but all in all, a well done project, if I say so myself. And for the final day of our projects for this video, we're gonna be working on our shower. And, oh, actually I haven't shown you the swivel seat yet. The final product. Oh yeah, that's nice. Very nice. What's cool about the swivel seats is it just extends the length of your van, like the size of your van, because instead of having the cab as like, you know, your living space ends there, now we have 2.5 feet, you know, of living space into this area. Nice, very nice, super comfortable. Just a nice little quality of life feature. I'm excited to see how much we use this in the future. All right, back to what we're doing today. So the shower going right over here. Let's start cutting some wood. How you doing, Ollie? How was the hurricane for the wind? Was it a lot of wind? Did you make sure everything was in ship shape? You wanna give me a high five? Now, the framing for our shower is going to take multiple days. It'll be continued in our next video about framing. But this is kind of what we're working with here. So we have a pretty small shower pan and a nice compact toilet. This is the OGO. We actually have a discount code for this in the description below if you're interested. Really nice form factor. This is a composting toilet, so we'll share more about that later whenever we actually install that, which will be in a little while. But yeah, we are sacrificing space of the shower for everything else we're trying to do. So the goal is to get this framed out, and it starts with cutting some wood. Another fairing strip in.
Nice.
Good work.
Good work.
With that, another van build video in the books. I feel like we always think that we're gonna get more done in every video, and in this video I thought we were gonna do swivel seat, heater, and shower framing. And as you can see, the shower framing is at the very initial stages. I will say a lot more planning went into the framing. That just doesn't show well on YouTube. So hopefully in the next framing video, it's gonna be a little bit more snappy, but.
We had about a 3-hour discussion today about our toilet and what we're planning on doing with our toilet. So that took up a lot of time too. So there's a lot of research and chit chat and conversation that goes on behind the scenes as well.
All in a van build.
All in a van build. Lots of decisions. And then you get exhausted from all the decisions. Decision fatigue at its finest.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and we will see you next week as we continue building out our dream van.
Yeah. And all the links that we've used for products in this video can be found in the description below.
Thank you for watching.